PM Express tonight, and it's a very interesting conversation I've always been wanting to have. It's because of this word, inflation. If I tell you 31.7%, and that is the rate of inflation, what really does that mean? The problem with statistics is that it is a very effective way to hide reality. It doesn't even begin to tell the story if I say inflation is 31.7%. And so the best way to appreciate what we are talking about is to get down and get dirty, get your boots on the ground and hear from the people who live inflation on a daily basis. And that is what we're going to be attempting to do today on PM Express. Something really different from what you see us do here on the show. And so this is the market edition of PM Express, the real cost of inflation. And don't get it twisted. The main conversation we've been having in the last few weeks has been about the depreciation of the city, the free fall of the city. It has a direct impact on this animal here called inflation. The last time the Statistical Service came up with the headline inflation figure, which I mentioned at the beginning of the show, it was a very interesting number. Many people complained about it, but you don't begin to fully appreciate it until you begin to disaggregate the numbers and put some real faces to it. And so you have bread being the largest contributor to the inflation that the Statistical Service put out of 51.6%. Bread, which means that the price of bread has gone up very significantly over the period in which the inflation is capturing. And my personal favorite is 51.3% herrings, smoked herrings, what you will call popularly as amani. And amani is one of the things that we all like and love, right? And yet it's going up quite significantly. The thing about amani is it's the food for the poor. In times like this, when the economy is hard, people are struggling, you can't find, people can survive on 3 square meals a day. Most people who can't afford, the overwhelming majority of us Ghanaians who can't afford much in the midst of this terrible economic crisis, will tend to stuff like amani because it's the cheapest stuff you can find there to eat. You can postpone a lot of things, but you can't postpone food. And so when you begin to see that the cost of amani is going up, something is happening there. The little amount, that we have in the system is getting battered by everybody else who wants it. And so it's pushing up the price up. As for, payment of rent, again, the poor folks who suffer, those who don't have homes of their own. And then you have the bus and trotro fares. Again, and that has a direct impact on everything you see here because you're transporting. You see what I mean pretty shortly when we go to the market. And then you have, again, fish. So if you look at the factors in the basket causing the inflation to really skyrocket, food is really at the heart of it. Bread, amani, fish generally, right? So that tells you a story. So what I decide to do today is take you to the market. I mean, the thing is, many of us don't get to go to the market enough. You hear a headline, inflation. Many of us don't get to go to the market. Tonight, let's go to the market. The Malata market. This is the PM Express Market Edition. Why are we doing this? You've heard the conversation about inflation, and many have said it is one of those unprecedented times with food costs, food prices completely out of gear because of the circumstances that we find ourselves in as a country. The best place to find out what really is happening with the economy is places like this, the Malata market. If you look at the inflation rate, 31.7%, it doesn't tell the full story until you come to the market. And that is why we're here today. One of the items, surprisingly, that is causing the high inflation that we've seen, that you are noticing when you come to markets like this here at the Malata market, is the cost of herrings, smoked herrings, popularly known as amani. One of my favorites, I must confess. Bread has also gone up. The cost of transportation is a key factor in all this. And so, well, let's find out from those who are actually living it on a daily basis. I'm going to have a conversation with a market woman who sells smoked fish. Amani, to be very specific. Amani is more than 50% when it comes to the inflationary mix and what is causing the prices to soar so highly. Do you have amani?
I have amani.
Which one is amani?
The one that's there.
This one is amani.
No.
This one?
No.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is amani.
Yeah.
And the amani, how much is one?
3 for 10 cedi.
3 for 10 cedis.
But first it's 4 for 10 cedi.
4 for 10
first,
cedis?
Yeah.
How long ago was this? How long ago? January or?
3 months now.
So in 3 months?
Yeah.
So if I came here 3 months ago, I would have taken 4 of this?
Yeah.
For
10 cedi.
For 4 cedis, you said?
4 for 10 cedi.
4 for 10 cedis.
But now it's 3 for 10 cedi and 5 for 20 Ghana.
Why?
Because it's expensive.
Why is it so expensive now? Because for 10 cedis is a lot. Yeah. I mean, 3 months ago, I can get,
about
cheaper.
3 months ago, 4 for 10.
Well, when you go to buy, why are they telling you it's so expensive?
They said they are increasing, so it's increased. So we have to
increase it.
Yeah, it's not us, but
it's not you.
It depends on how you buy it and how you sell it, so that you get more.
Okay. So, but where do you get your amani? That is so expensive. Are you sure if I go inside, I won't get amani cheaper than yours?
No.
Are you sure? No. So, 4 for 10 cedis.
Mine is cheaper than if you go to inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why is yours cheaper?
Oh, sometimes it's like that. If mine is finished and I'm going to buy for, I can see difference between mine and them.
So have you reduced yours? If I go inside, how much will I get it?
Oh, it depends on this one. The one that I make 3 for 10 cedi. Mm-hmm. Some people made it 5 for 20 Ghana.
Okay.
5 for 20 Ghana. If it's bigger than this one, small, they make it 4 for 20 Ghana, which means 2 for 10 cedi.
I see.
It depends on the sizes.
So, but this size is the one that you are giving to me for
3 for 10
cedis. But if I came 3 months ago, I would have taken 4 for 10 cedis.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are taking one off. You are not giving me the one. Let me buy for 4 for 3.
No, it's not me cedis. Because this one is first is inside 23. If you made it 4 for, which means it's one. You have to sell one for 2 cedi 50 pesos.
Yes.
Then if I made it 4 for 10 cedi, mine is 20 pesos.
Okay.
But right now, it depends on. Some are selling it for us 300, which means old currency 3 million.
Yes.
So if I make 3 for 10 cedi. By the end of the day, I have to get 10 cedi. The 100 pieces. If I sell it, mine is 10 cedi.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, but I really want to buy the amani. I want to buy the amani. So you say you can't do anything about it than
no, please.
4 for 10 cedis.
No, please.
So this is the amani in question that we are talking about. I have to get 4 of this for 10 cedis. 3 months ago, if I came here, I would have received 4 for
10 cedi. But right now it's 3 for 10.
3 for, okay, so now it's 3 for 10 cedis. 4 months ago, in fact 3 months ago, it is 4 for 10 cedis. So it's one less. She says she wouldn't do anything about it. So I guess I just have to buy it like that. But you find some small one and add it for me. No. So you come and give me the 4. Come and give me the 4. Okay, I like the soft one.
Mm.
So 3 for
10
cedis.
Yes, please.
But so you don't want to give me one small one in addition?
No, because this one is different. This one too is this
Yeah,
one.
but this one is very small. So if you add it to me, you give me.
This one is different. This one too is different. So I can't take this one and dash it.
You add one small, but there's some of them that is very small. This one, if you give this one is small. If you add it to
It's
it,
not small.
It's not small. Okay.
They are all expensive now. But you see how I made it 3 for 10. Some people made it 5 for 20 Ghana.
5 for 20 Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see.
But but they can't tell you why Amani, because Amani, it's just they
Because
do it. They catch it in the just here.
But this one, the big one is from coastal, and this one is fresh from the sea.
From the sea.
They didn't put it in fridge.
So the fishermen in Ghana, they are charging it more, or is the coastal people who are charging you more?
The coastal.
The coastal people.
Yeah.
They are charging you more.
Because every day they increase it. Every day, even salmon, tuna, every day they increase it.
Okay.
So.
But they're not telling why they're charging you more at the coastal. But if you go to the Choco to buy it, would they still charge you more?
Choco.
Yes.
But they didn't get this one from Choco.
Where would they get it? But the fishermen
they get it from far away.
Okay.
Choco, it depends on Abobiketa schoolboys.
Okay.
And this one small.
So what it means is that if you're getting from coastal,
The small
are they importing? Are they bringing it from outside Ghana?
Oh, it's inside Ghana.
This is inside Ghana.
Takrade.
So this is inside Ghana and it's still very expensive.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. It's okay. You should give me the 3 for 10 cedis. There's nothing more I can do about it. So you package it for me. Let me take it along. So that's the story with buying stuff in the market nowadays. You are trying to negotiate and bargain for the best, but it's almost impossible to get the price that you want. I came here expecting to buy this far less. I get 4 for 10 cedis I was hoping for. Now it's 3 for 10 cedis, just a space of 3 months. And that's the story really with the inflation. That's what the Ghana Statistical Service picked up on in the last announcement of the headline inflation of 31.7%. We'll go inside, check a bit more of the items that are accounting for this so you can get an accurate picture. We just came back from talking about Amani. In toast, wait, box where
15 cedi.
Wait.
Yeah.
And where?
30 cedi.
First now where
I know the on and off.
Okay.
Ebu.
A season, no?
Yeah. But store near money there, I know they are the chibia, no more. I know mom na say mo boy my when
now wait.
Beside when I'm the come market.
In toast the price is not encore through and our cannot. Okay. So for tomatoes the prices he says have been stable.
Yeah.
But those who are bringing it from, is it Ghana tomatoes or Burkina Faso tomatoes?
It's Ghana.
Yeah. Okay. And the prices are low.
Yeah.
Okay. They haven't increased.
No.
They haven't increased at all.
But this one is season.
Okay, season.
It's on and off. Sometimes it's go up and sometimes come down.
Now it's in season.
Yeah.
So that's why the price have gone down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an interesting one. So not every product on the market is being affected by the increases in prices. Tomatoes it says it's in season, and so because of that, we are beginning to see that the price has been largely stable. But those things that are sold in the store, that's been going up quite significantly. Okay.
Stores na muntu amofo. Ewo sa nso muntu amofo say omo kododo. Mama nyo amadi so mo ye bibi bi asai bibi. Na mo omo nyo mo nia na nyina yie. Ye nyina ti o man ba kuma ye yie ye ma ye nyina. Ese be se ama ye nyina.
Okay.
Ti omo nsiesie omo nia ma ni yie. Na man is too much.
Ye
ni ma bi afford ni free momo eba. Angwa, emu, sugar, samra. Na enum nyina be ka na ama nia ma we be kosoro. So kuye ntimi ndo ni dia no mfa anya cheap. No onkoto samra beto samra edwale. Beto rice amane ba. Abeto anwa.
Okay,
Enti we ntimi ma from low sana ye pen. Anka betimi aba from low than sana ye hwe ni. By near sininti enti akuafo no so hwe se na ekọ no enye ya na etem so eso mo ye bibi to mecha mo da ene we ti a ochina we enti
the farmers are also using that to calculate what they put on because everything else is expensive.
Yeah.
So they are also putting their own they're also putting their own prices on things. Okay. That's true. That's true. We're still in the Malata market. We want to do a bit more variety of things that are sold. And we are in this nice, lovely shop here at the Malata market. Please, what's your name?
Me did Fafa.
Fafa. Fafa, what do you sell here?
Okay, me top provision in there.
Okay, so Fafa sells provisions. As you can see behind her, she sells almost everything.
Bibia, me to bibia.
Yeah, and then you also where they?
Okonte, gali masala, brusam.
Okay.
Garlic ni nyama.
But you say nyama boy, the prices have gone up. Yampa.
Mpachwa yampa.
They say na ne boy dem pie or hasi.
Mpachwa Debiani ade ayatu kwa koto ade ene ochina na yatu anwan omu anything tomatoes ni niema at least for badia we po danu po ye say na yakoto ndem kwa koto badia 2 million ya 2 badia no so
which one okano
we badia
we
yeah
this is seasoning, right? Use it for seasoning for cooking food.
Now, first now you turn 30 cedis.
30 cedis.
Say 50 cedis.
Wow. So this used to be 30 cedis, now it's 50 cedis.
Yeah.
And 2 months ago, now 30 cedis now.
I do 2 months.
Oh, I see. What's it? That meant I did 2 cedis also. When did you go and okay. So you went to buy it today, and now there's 2 more cedis on this one. I see. And it says it's out on 50 cedis. Yeah. And to profit, and what's your profit on it when you sell?
Oh, my profit is 2 cedis.
2 cedis now. That's your profit. And the amount for today, are people buying?
Oh, says it almost so now price no pay. Ni boy di no mo dey atu ho na omko.
Okay. So for people who are coming here, they hear the price and then they leave because it's too expensive for them. Now a tom ne nyama ne nyina so e kosora na. So we I'm not neighbor. This one is imported, but this one is made in Ghana.
Ni boy di.
The made in Ghana ones who are affected, also the price has gone up.
Okay. And then so and we say me to and then so and then so the 10 cedis net so.
This one.
Adakaba.
Now the 10 cedis.
Yeah, Adakaba.
Now Adaka. Now wait. Now say wait.
Our box.
You imported.
Our box.
Okay. It is 10 cedis now. And so she went to the market to get this for sale, and 10 cedis have been added onto it. That's it also. But. Dent na mo explain actually dent na koso sa
okay almost say sa na mo dia bre wo mo to mente so
so that is how
sweet
much is being sold for. Okay, somebody's buying sweet corn there. But I'm buying it now.
Where do 10 cedis 10 cedis
where 10 cedis now the auto here 10 cedis na first na mo to na
first na ton 7 cedis
7 cedis na then
sweet corn
yeah 7 cedis first this is auto no 10 cedis so prices of everything has gone up including tomato paste
12 cedis
ni board the one madam sorry why ni board the one ni board but you buy it like that I guess but I guess you buy it like I can see you are not happy at all with the price. What were you expecting?
Okay, I was expecting a lesser price, but I have no choice than to buy it because I need it.
Because you need it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, how much did you budget for it? Did you plan like how much you're coming to buy for?
Yeah, I think I budgeted for somewhere 7 cedis.
You buy it for 7 cedis? Yes. Now how much is it? 12?
Yes, please.
Wow, so it means that you're going to add what? How much is it? 5 cedis more?
Yes, please.
To it that you didn't budget for?
Yes.
I see that you are really not happy when you mentioned it.
Let's have this. Into my main.
So that really the story. I mean, she budgeted for 7 cedis. to come and buy sweet corn, boy.
Yes, please.
Sweet corn. Now she's buying it for 12 cedis.
Yeah.
But now, when you were coming, what did you buy somewhere else and knew the price before?
No, I couldn't even get one
Around.
yes.
Okay.
So
that is why you're buying it here, because I'm sure if you had alternatives, you would have gone to.
Yes, sure.
I mean,
didn't get
but the
any
price
other.
have really gone up. So what are you going to do with the extra 5 cedis that you didn't budget for that you now have to spend?
I have no other choice than just to keep it like that. Just have it like that. I don't mind face.
Has everything gone up? I mean, are you experiencing that this is general and?
Yeah, I think everywhere. Price of stars have gone very high.
But how are you coping?
I have no, because I need it, so I have to just buy it.
Okay, and I'm sure this is not the only thing.
No.
What else is making you?
I think
really
I bought
upset?
rice and then some other stuff too as well.
You know, it's interesting. Rice, you said,
Yeah.
when they do the inflation, rice is one of the major contributors to the inflation right now.
Yeah.
So you're buying it very expensively now.
Yeah.
How much you used to buy rice before?
I think it was at per 5 kilo. It was at 75 cedis.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I think it's 82 cedis. So
Wow.
7 cedis.
More. Okay. Well, thank you very much
You're welcome.
for talking to me.
Sure.
It's a problem, Nini. Also, Nanka, maybe for Frank Obeko. Money be for into what on sa.
So ko be bian po asa.
Okay,
Who
wherever
say
she
me
goes,
ka say
the same
7
thing.
cedi. You say see 12 cedis. The same thing on so be ka.
So she came here with that, price in
same thing
the
on
mind and
it.
got it for 12 cedis. But amount for Nanko Beko. Let's just say people are not buying as much as they would. Amount for Maha to say first of the boy. Then open say I mean, so why you
price no ba low my kakra nka me who say bia.
price of ballow.
Near man say no mu tutu mo no mu hwe mai. Ano na high.
Okay. So they should make
Bia
sure that-
obeko market na ya tumu. Tiska okita no. Otumi nto dia opesa woto. Because uban so a unhu say na obeto ne man. Nti ama high. Ama high.
So the
Yeah,
price
sure.
the price fluctuations, she says the government needs to do something about it because they just want some stability in the prices. Because you go, you buy, by the time you return, the prices have gone up, difficult to sell. As you see the situation with the customer who just left here, she had come expecting to buy sweet corn for 7 cedis. She's told there's 12 cedis. You can see she's visibly unhappy with it, but she had no other choice. She found, additional money, 5 cedis more to add to it and buy it anyway. That's a story for many people who are right now across the country facing this very tough time indeed with inflation. The cost of items have gone up also because of the depreciation of the cedi, which we've talked about a lot about. This is the real life of many Ghanaians across the country. But that's it.
That's
We've seen the story with the money. We've seen the story with the shop, tomatoes, etc. What about food actually? What about cooked food? Look at the inflationary basket. You find that cooked food is also one of the very significant contributors. And my favorite. Remember, I'm a Ghana. I like kinky. Kinky is one of the things that many people will use to measure inflation because of the fish that we saw. What fish is this?
Panla.
Panla. Okay. How much is a bottle of kinky?
3 cedis, 2 cedis.
3 cedis and 2 cedis. One ball. One ball. Okay, let me see the 3 cedis one. I want to buy 3 cedis and 2 cedis. I must confess, I'm very hungry. So this is what? 3 cedis. Let me see the 2 cedis one. 2 cedis. But this is very small.
So you buy the 3 cedis.
Let me see the 3 cedis. But it's a surprise that we're actually buying kenke one ball for 3 cedis. Since when did it go 3 cedis?
Ofa neba wagama no.
Maybe the kenke at 3 cedis.
Kenke te 3 cedis.
More kumi.
Ete 3 cedis eche. Eja ka bia na beli ejala ewa.
Because of the price of corn.
Abeli ejala ewa. Wo bia na kenke wo fi ole 3 ke 2.
Okay.
First wo fi ole 15 ke 2 cedis.
1 cedi 50 pesos.
1 cedi 50 pesos.
Ke 2 cedis.
Ke 2 cedis. Si bia na beli.
Then double price. Yeah, 1 cedi 50 pesos. Be an 83 CD come here. What double price there?
But 2 cities no be an wa feel like 3. Bona. Wa ha ni emitio.
1 CD 50 pesos. So look at 2
cities.
2 CD. Okay. Well, no, the main reason you corner price maize the price of maize has gone up, and that's why the kinky price has also gone up. Okay. Well, we come about me complaining
oh, be an ebe mo fia mo ele ake. No fia no jala ewa. First, I'm by here 1 CD 50 pesos. She be an la mi hele 2 CDs.
Okay.
Ni ami hele 2 no ami hele 3 CDs. Obi na mi na ake she je woni. She ni eni jala ewa. Wa na aka wo no efe ni na adun. Wo ka ja ka abele e bashin. Wo ba anya ni wo fele boni wo hon le no.
Okay, I mean, so he's saying that people now understand that this is our current reality. It's become the new normal. So people come here, they don't complain anymore. Yeah, they see the ball, one single ball for 3 CDs, or a smaller version of it for 2 CDs, and then they buy. They don't complain. So give me 2 balls of the 3 CDs. Well, I mean 3 CDs no anyo. See, okay, I be one.
But can I Tuesday? Lo many men am unsure na. Aha na me ho fish Tuesday. Jako store. Ni le bi ele wona agbo efi o. She ahe agbo efe bi anele anytime e je.
But I'm kinky 2 balls. So I'm 3 CDs. Okay. I mean, I never thought I would buy 1 ball of kinky for 3 CDs, but I might 2 now. So which means I'm spending 6 CDs now on 2 balls of kinky. I'm coming to the fish to see what the situation is there. I mean, we checked the money problem there, which is one of the bigger contributors to inflation. I wonder what the price of fish will do for me. Well, fish to feel like
ene 2 CDs, ene 3 CDs.
Ekome. Jimo kwe. Amena.
Nano. 2 CDs.
This is 2 CDs. This is 2 CDs for 1. And then okay, Ekumeche.
Red fish here with 3 CDs.
Okay, red fish here is wow. 3 CDs. Oh, when they boom.
Oh, that the J wo.
I want it. Ene 2 CDs again. No be bione.
But we ene ameke ha wo 4, alo 5, 10 CD. Bi ane oil hu jala ewa.
O tuma keshi.
Ene 5, 10 CDs.
But okay.
You only get 10 CDs. Oil bottle bi ane 320.
So you're saying that when he goes to buy this at the beach with the fishmonger, they give this to have 5 of this or 4 of this for 10 CDs. Nene
ene ha wo edwe 5 CDs.
Edwe 4. 4 of this. He says he's buying it for 5 CDs.
5 CDs.
Hey, but Jela, why? Kabulenche na. Bona keshila.
Ejela wa.
I'm just asking her. This okay here.
3 CDs.
This is 3 CDs. Ni first ene 50.
Oh, first ene po onyo ke bia ne ko onyo let mo 1 CD 50 pesos.
Okay.
Bona she bia ne oyel hu jale wa. No wo kan he ni epo de nche oyel he wo. Sani eyanwe.
So she used to sell this for 1 CD 50 pesos. But she also talks about oil. The price of oil has gone up as well, and so she's factoring all that in. Okay, in your banyo ami.
Bia ne 3 CDs ne. Ekumi.
Hey. Well, I bought Kinky 6 CDs. This is 3 CDs. This is 3 CDs. So if I want to buy that's 9 CDs of 9 CDs for 2 balls of Kinky and 1 small fish. Fish in money.
Fish ko buy for me means more.
Actually, how much fish should I buy? If I can even buy all, you should be happy. I'm in 8. Okay. So I'm buying 3 of this, which is again 9 CDs.
Sorry.
9 CDs, 3 of this, 9 CDs. Oh, can after.
Okay.
So that here is 9 CDs. And this is 2 CDs. So I'm buying 2 of this in addition. So okay, come after. Think my after Nefi. Nice. So just give me 1 addition for free. So a fair bath.
Fish
It was 13 CDs.
13.
13 CDs.
Can I 6 CDs? 19.
19. So this is 13 CDs of fish and 2 balls of Kinky for 6 CDs. A total of 19 CDs and all, which I need to pay for. That is the current reality. So I'm spending almost 20 CDs for lunch just for KK. So you can imagine if you work in constructions and you're paid something small, that becomes pretty difficult for you. Okay. All right, on. To what feature?
Okay, buy jelen.
Well, she says to get she says to get better. Oh, sure I get by.
Oh, onaka woni bi ne ndoko na adun. Owo ka nye bashipe.
Ni lo ehun.
Lo le bia ne lo be.
Me ke mami ni ewa. Okay.
Mami ele ewa mo.
Well, the town is hard. Well, but she's hopeful. She's hopeful things. That's it. She's hopeful things will get better. For many people, that's all they hold on to. Hope. Hope is all they've left with. Hope is all they've left with in this time of difficult economic times. Well, so she's looking up to God to change the economic circumstance. So next time I'll have to spend nearly 20 cedis on this. So that's the story with Kinky. I have my lunch. I'm going to try and see if it will be enough to fill me up. All right, what's the name of this meat joint?
This Malata butcher shop.
Malata butcher shop. So we are at the Malata butcher shop. What's the situation with the meat? The goat has become, is it goat or sheep?
All of
it. Goat, sheep, cow.
Yes.
Has become very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, but why? Why are they expensive? I mean, I have to goat, sheep.
Because of the dollar.
But you're not importing the goat and the sheep. So
we import them.
You import
from Cote d'Ivoire, from Burkina, Mali, Niger.
The cow or the goat or the sheep? All of it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
We are plenty of Fulanis with
Ghana, we don't have cows.
We don't have cows.
How many cows do we have in Ghana?
So you are importing cows?
Most of our rich men doesn't invest in the agri sector.
Okay.
Yeah. They want to put their money inside their house and they'll be watching their money. That is why we are facing this challenge.
So you are importing cow?
Yeah, of course.
What about goat?
We import them.
And sheep?
From Burkina, Niger,
Wow.
Mali. Yes. Ghana, we don't have cows. How many cows do we have in Ghana?
So what do you do? So do you change the CD?
We change the cities into safer.
Safer.
Any time the safer rises, day and night. That is why we are facing problems.
So you are saying that the CD2 is depreciated against the safer?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So how much? So if you take one
now take $1. How much is $1 now?
Oh,
it's almost 100. Yes.
$1 is almost 10 CD pass.
Yes.
So are you having to change into dollars or safer, right?
We change into safer.
I see. I'm surprised that you import goat, sheep, and cow. So you're saying that let's show what is here. You're saying that what I see here is imported.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Ghana, we don't have cows.
I see.
How many rich people in Ghana invest their money in agri?
The depreciation of the CD
affect us.
Is affecting the business, the butcher shop here.
Yes.
So in the past, if I was doing a kilo.
Yes, a kilo is almost about 12 cedis.
12 cedis.
But now it's 18 cedis.
Wow.
Yes.
That is
even the 18 cedis, it doesn't reach its money.
That is 6 cedis more.
Yes. It doesn't reach its money.
When was the last time you increased the price?
About 4 months ago.
4 months ago. You have not increased it again since?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, but that's an interesting. So what do you think the problem is? You said the rich men are not investing in agriculture.
Yes,
but
yes.
Is that
Ghana, we don't have cows.
Okay. But what about the general economic situation? You think it's part of the problem?
Yeah, of course.
Well, what about it is a problem?
About the problem?
About what is it the general economic situation?
Yes.
Beyond the investment. What else?
Ghana, our economy is very poor. Very, very poor.
But we are better than Burkina Faso.
But we are importing the animals from there. That is where we import the animals.
Okay. So we are helping the economy.
The city has depreciated. The city has depreciated a lot. So it has made it difficult in this business.
You are a major stakeholder in the economy. If you had the finance minister in front of you right now, what advice would you give him, knowing what you know? Ken Oforiatta just comes here and says, I want to help the economy.
Yes.
What would you tell him as a butcher?
He should hold the city. We want him to hold the city. at each bar. You understand me? During the Kufuor time, cedi and dollar,
it was almost 1-to-1.
Yes, 1-to-1 at the Kufuor time. During Kufuor time, this business, we don't find challenges in it. But this time around, we find challenges.
So all you
because of the city, the depreciation of the city.
So all you need is for the finance minister to hold the city.
The city.
That's all. That's all.
To stand at one place. We get a man. If the city stand at one place, we don't have problem with it. You understand me? Resign. Yes, we are expecting to resign.
So you are expecting the finance minister to resign? Why? What has he done?
Yes. Now, if you hold 10,000 Ghana cedis now, and you are doing this business, I've given you 2 months. 2 months, it will depreciate. It will depreciate at about 8,000 or 8,500.
Okay.
Because one cow, you go and buy one cow, you lose about 400 Ghana.
So,
300 Ghana.
So you blame the finance minister?
The city doesn't stand at one place.
Okay. But he said
that's our main problem.
But he said that the reason why we asked him, he said, I mean, like a father, he doesn't want to abandon his children at this time. So he doesn't think that resigning is a solution.
Who said that?
The finance minister.
Finance minister.
Yeah.
To me, he should resign.
And I see you all agree.
Yes. We want finance minister. He should resign. Okay. Because we are facing problems with our business.
But would that solve the problem if he resigns?
It will solve, to me, it will solve the problem. Because if the city stand at one place, this business we won't face difficult. That's what I told the people. During Kufuor time, we don't have challenge. Though we have challenge, but not now.
Okay, I see. But very, very interesting. You agree with him?
Yes.
You agree
during
with him?
Kufuor time, this business, no, we don't face challenges because during Kufuor time, the city stand at one place. $1 cedi, $1. $1 cedi, $1. We don't have. So Kufuor time, during 4 years time, we didn't increase any price of this meat.
In 4 years.
4 years time.
Okay. But this year, how many times have you increased?
Oh, about 3 times or 4 times.
This year alone?
There was a week that we increased this meat twice.
1 week?
1 week, within 1 week, within 7 days.
How long ago was this? How long ago? This is about January or February?
Around 3 months ago.
3 months ago. In
within
1
week, twice. We are facing problem with our customers. Especially those who sell them.
When they come, they can't buy. When they come, they can't buy the meat.
They'll buy.
They'll buy, okay.
Maybe if he's buying 20 pounds, and then you increase the price, you buy at least 15 pounds.
Maybe he's cutting the meat 50
okay.
Now he should cut it 70.
Okay,
so facing problem.
Okay, so that's a very interesting story. This is
inside the room.
I'll come inside. They want me to go inside. I'll go inside. I mean, let's go. Let's go inside. Follow me. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. So where are we going? Where are we going exactly? Okay, so this is a butcher's room. I wanted to show them what's happening in the butcher's room. They've invited me inside. So this is the butcher's room.
You see, there is empty room. There is no meat.
So what? All this table here. Just look at this for me.
Yes.
It's empty right now. You don't have anything on it.
No.
So this is the only one.
Yeah, this only one. Yeah, this for that guy where you make.
And why is that?
There is no cow. We are facing cow crisis.
Is it because you don't have the money because of the dollar, or you just can't find it?
Because of the dollar.
Because you are importing it.
We are importing it from Burkina. Everything from Burkina. Goat and cow and sheep. Everything from Burkina. Okay. So Ghana, we don't have any cow. Our Greek is very poor. Everything is very poor.
So I see two things you are saying. One is obviously the problem with the cedi depreciation.
Yeah.
Because you are importing a cow.
Yeah.
And secondly, that is mainly because you don't find enough cow, sheep, and goats in Ghana to buy here.
Yeah.
You are going to Burkina Faso. Where else?
Yes.
Burkina Faso.
Benin, not Benin, Mali, Niger.
You import the cow.
Yes.
You kill them before you bring on.
No. We are bringing them live.
Wow.
Transport fare, 1 cow. From Burkina to Ghana, they will take you 4 million or 5 million. 1 cow.
Wow. 1 cow?
1 cow.
4 million, that's what? 4,000?
Yeah, 4,000.
Wow, okay.
1 cow.
if you just talk the truth, they just say politics. Obviously.
But you say this is not politics.
Obviously, 4 years, we are selling £1. That pound is stand still. But every day we are changing prices.
This year, 1 week you change it twice.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because last 2 months, where £1 is 15 cedi, now 20 cedi.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Let's. So that is a reality of what you see at the Malata market. Everybody is talking about the challenge that they are facing. Yeah, I mean, as you see, the tables are pretty empty. I'm surprised that they are having to import goat, cow, and sheep. You talk about the depreciation of the city, and we always talk about importation of cars, but I rarely, in fact, never have I imagined that it will affect stuff like goats, sheep, meat generally. But we are now importing live cows for our market. That is just a tip of the iceberg, and I hope you appreciate why we had to come here today for this PM Express special at the Malata market. In fact, we're going to be analyzing a bit more of this, but what else do we have to say? Okay? The evidence is here, and you've heard the people who live it. They have some solutions. They think changes at the top should happen. The president has said that would happen, but they believe on the ground that changes at the top may have an impact on the economic situation. My name is Mensah, and delighted that I brought you PM Express live from the Malata market. So that's a story from the Malata market indeed. It's a very fascinating conversation with those who live, dream, sleep, what is happening on the ground when it comes to inflation, the impact of the depreciation of the cedi. Very interesting. And I noticed from the conversations on social media on the back of this that many of you experience this on a daily basis, but many more of us have never been to the market. We hear about it. But this is a good way to appreciate the challenge. I'm going to take a break. When I return, I will be joined for a quick conversation on what we've seen. You see my guest joining me, John Foster Ajaho is a principal statistician with the Ghana Statistical Service, will join us. Nana Bedu is a former director of operations at Isoko, agricultural analyst. And as you noticed, a lot of what we are talking about was food, and the Statistical Service, rightly so, picked up on that as a major contributor to the rise in the cost of items generally across the board. And then we'll talk to Mama Christy Laye. She's a market woman, and she does business. She sells at Mokola. She'll also join us with her thoughts on this. We want to drive down to what they believe could be the solutions to the problem. But I'm also interested, we heard of some of the factors. The depreciation of the cedi is a main factor driving this. But what else could there be, and what can government really do? Stay with me after the break. And thanks for staying with us. We just have a few minutes to wrap up, and so let's do this very quickly, because on the back of what we've seen, there's very little more to say, but I need to drill down some of the specifics a bit more. I mean, John Foster is with the Statistical Service. He's a principal statistician at the Ghana Statistical Service. Nana Bedu is a former director of operations at Isoko, agricultural analyst. And I have Christy Laye, is a Mokola market woman. I think I should start with you, John. What I found at the Mokola market is what your guys have found and reported in their statistics. One of the things I found that was a major contributor to the price hikes was obviously the depreciation of the cedi is a key thing. What else is contributing to what we're seeing? What we all saw at the Malata market? What else are you picking up from the Statistical Service as a cost factor?
Good evening, Evans, and thanks for having me. Let me first of all start by saying that was a great job you and your team did, and we urge you on to do more of such. But as you rightly said, apart from the depreciation of the currency, as you rightly heard from the market women, the issue about transport.
Okay.
Remember, one of the women was saying that transport fares affect almost everything.
That's true.
And there's this other thing that we also pick. I've been listening and watching you. They were telling you indirectly that the human behavioral factor. So someone of women saying that of course, those who are selling the imported product, the stock items, they have to increase their products. Therefore, those who do farming will also have to increase their products so they could purchase what the other person is selling. So in addition to the depreciation of the city, these are the two key things that are also coming up. The transport fares, and then we, the sellers, our behavioral effect. And I think we need to check these two things to achieve the increase of the
I mean, Nana, you are an agricultural person. Isoko has been doing this job for so long. I believe you are not surprised by what the conversations out there. But what I must admit surprised me was the importation of livestock, goat, sheep, cow. And because we are importing it now, live. I mean, I thought you probably bring it dressed and in the refrigerator, but you're bringing it live. So you're bringing the cow, live cow in the truck, and you're paying 5,000 CD per cow, for example. That was the one that surprised me a bit. So meat too has gone up. What else are some of the key items that many will find that this particular, quick survey at the Malata market did not pick up on?
Right. So you probably may not have inquired about the source of onions, vegetables, and onions, tomatoes, and the other vegetables that we have on our market, which actually are a very key ingredient into the food that you were buying, the kinky, right? All of these are also imported from the sub-region, so from Burkina, from Niger, etc. And so bringing them all here is quite expensive. And you have to also take into context the season that we are in, because this supply is usually augmented by local production. But because of the structure of our economy, where our cultivation is mostly rain-fed, and so it's seasonal, you find that at this particular time of the year, July and August, things are a lot higher. But I mean, despite that, still the market prices this year is quite surprising to even us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let me go to the Mokala market, and okay, she's not joined us yet, so we'll try and get her. But I want to drive down to some solutions, because one of the ladies, and I chanced on her, she had come to the shop to buy, I think it was sweet corn, and she had come with 7 CDs in mind, only to get there to be told it's no longer 7 CDs, because it was 7 CDs a week ago. Now it is 12 CDs. That's 5 CDs more. People need real solutions.
Right.
What possible solutions are there based on what you know is happening across the country?
Yeah. So, sorry. So if you gave me a whole semester, I could lecture on this, but we have limited time.
Yes.
So quickly, there are quick fixes. It can get so bad that we will begin to do things like price controls, or we could begin to restrict food exports, which we have started doing to an extent.
In fact, we are doing that. That second one we are doing already, restricting food exports.
Exactly. But those are short-term fixes, right? What is happening is a structural issue which is being exacerbated by other fractions, such as the increase in fuel prices and then our currency weakness. What we actually need to do is to solve the systemic price of our productivity, right? If we are able to produce more locally and we are exporting less, right, then we probably will be shielded a little from the effects of currency and of fuel price increases. So I'll take you to 2019, right, where the PFJ program was in full swing, right? So in 2019, because of the investments that was made through the PFJ program, we achieved record outputs for a lot of the staples that we eat, right? So for things like corn, rice, and soybean, production increased by about 53%, 42%, etc., right? And the PFJ, I believe, should not be a one-off thing. That should be our annual agricultural sector policy.
Yeah.
Now, if we did that and productivity consistently increased, it means that even in the event where other things are going up, at least we will have enough food to sustain ourselves. So I'll give you this example. So in the US, right, food is available through imports or local production. That's also another research on its own. The average US person spends 10% of their budget on food, right? Let's say US is advanced. So let's use Brazil. In Brazil, the average person spends 14% of their income on food. But in Ghana, if you earn 700 cedis a month, which is double the national minimum wage, right? It means, and you spend what, 200 cedis a month on food? Even that's very conservative. I mean, people spend 200 cedis a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I bought kenke for 20 cedis for lunch at Malata Market.
Exactly. So it means that your percentage you're spending on food is a lot higher than it should be, which will actually impact on what you have to spend on other things. But if we had larger production and food was cheaper, and we could spend less on food and worry about other things, then we wouldn't need to increase, especially food prices, as much. That will bring down food inflation, right? That goes a long way to affect other things. But of course, the gap between wholesale prices of food and what we find on the market is between 22 to 60% margin, right? So there's a lot of things which do go in there which need to be addressed. But at least at the production level, we would have made some improvements. And so for me, I think the short-term fixes are probably necessary, but they are not the way to go. It is investments in providing higher yielding varieties, in investing in plants that will have us produce agricultural inputs like fertilizer and coal locally, so we don't have to depend on phosphates from China, which have been banned since last year. Things like that, which will go a long way to solving this problem long term.
Yeah.
Just as we did for Doomsaw in the 2012s, 13s, right? And we don't have a Doomsaw problem now. I think the same level of investment, the same level of urgency needs to go into fixing the structural productivity problem.
Let me bring in John. Be honest with me. Is there a short-term fix to this problem? I mean, I think for the long-term solutions, we've talked about it for years, for decades, changing the structure of the economy, exporting more than we import, because as we saw, we are importing sheep, goat, cow, as in livestock for meat. So we definitely need to do something, but that's long term. In the short term, people are suffering, as we saw. Is there any short-term fix that you could recommend from your experience?
Well, because you put me at the tight corner, I will give some. Otherwise, I would prefer the long-term fix.
I get it. I mean, the reason why I'm not going to long-term, that's a long-term. I'm sure you're going to say change the structure, let's export more. You're going to say that. But I've heard that. I'm too tired of hearing it. Is there a short-term fix?
So the short-term fixes, I mean, some are like what we can do immediately to absorb the transportation costs for food products.
Okay.
And I know the government has started that, for example, trying to provide cargo truck for people to catch goods from the farm gate to market centers. Then again, we could also encourage the central bank to do the magic by providing enough forex in the system. This way, those who do the import items will have, it will help stabilize the cedi, and therefore we will have a lesser of imported inflation. And I think another short-term phase that we could do, and as we've started, is also to begin some education. Once we begin to educate the people around, the challenges that we face, and people don't take an undue advantage, I'm pretty sure in the next 1 or 2 months, we should see a turnaround. Because luckily, nature has taken advantage for us. Now we are getting the harvest season.
Yeah.
So if we do this and we try to control transport, and then we lower expectation of the sellers and consumers, I'm sure we'll be out of the woods.
Okay. So there you have it. And I see the difficulty with the short-term fixes. As for the long-term, as I repeated earlier, we've talked about it and known about the long-term fixes for half a century. From independence. And we haven't done it. We said, well, we want to change this economy from the Gotjesbeck. Gotjesbeck is pre-colonial, right? Colonial. And we still haven't fixed it. Sometimes you wonder whether this will ever be fixed. So maybe some short-term fixes. The government says they possibly considering subsidizing, fuel for transporters of food stuff from the farm gates, etc. That could be an option for short term. But the long-term fix is something that we need. But whether there's a political will to do that is a whole different conversation. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Food for thought a lot tonight from the Malata market.